Hello and welcome everyone into another video, and today we have a budget Master League team provided by one of the best players in the world, the ThePokemanGo, or the Pokemon himself, and he's rocking a team with Dragonite, Metagross, and Excadrill. You know what, let's just ask him to talk about the team. Yo, what's up, PokemanGo?
Hello, thank you for having me.
Yo, anytime. Every time you provide us with some high skill gameplay with budget teams that no one can climb with, and you provide us wrong by climbing with these teams, yeah, we love these stuff.
Well,
So
in this situation, the team is not like an original creation of my own, but it was just a solid team that I decided to run with because I had the resources to afford it, and yeah, I was doing kind of well with it. And GBL had a good streak.
yeah, okay. I mean, I have the same stuff. I tried them at 2700 and it didn't work out for me. So, what was the team?
So it's Dragonite lead, and then Metagross and Excadrill behind it. So
Dragonite, okay, classic Dragon Double Steel. So the first thing that comes to my mind is Ho-Oh and Zacian. Okay, the first match is Ho-Oh, so we don't be like, this team loses to one Ho-Oh. You know, you gotta love these YouTube comments. So how do you play this?
So you can tank one Drake Bird, no problem. So it's fine to eat it, and I don't want to be down shields in the back. And then they safe swap to their Lugia immediately, so I have a pretty good response to it. A lot of the time behind Ho-Oh, there's going to be at least one dragon.
Yeah, it has to be Dialga, usually.
Yeah, and yeah, so both of the steals are usually pretty good in the back. There is the chance of Giratina Origin behind it.
Usually
a little bit concerning.
Oh boy, they get the boost. Usually like that was a common team, Dialga Lugia back in the days. I think back in season 7. So like the first thing I've seen, like the only one you're doing that, which is in the whole matchup as Dragonite. Like I see people either throwing or CMPing before the Brave Bird. You didn't do that, which is actually a very good point. Like it doesn't KO, so why would you throw it? It doesn't threaten anything.
Yes, and I figure that the energy could be more useful later in the game. And then, yeah, here, I just get off the one meteor match that I can before I go down. And then now it's going to be a little closer to Dragon Claw range.
Okay, so... Okay, now we're going to move to the good timing. So 3-4 Dragon Breaths at least, and then throwing the Dragon Claw. If you don't want to incinerate the register. But they have a Dialga. I like this. Throwing.
Yeah, the energy is still useful here.
Yep.
It does more damage to this than it does to Ho-Oh, honestly. And then now I can gear up for a very nice farm down on my Excadrill.
Yeah.
I remember in this battle, I was berating myself afterward because I took a little too much Dragon Breath damage here.
Yeah.
I went a little bit over 100 energy, which it ended up being okay, but
yeah, I don't think it's a bad idea because technically it's like eight mud shots for them to get to an Iron Head, but here you still overfire, you still commit, and I think you throw even on bad timings. Doesn't matter because you just need to get rid of these.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
The one mud shot isn't, or 2 mud shots even, isn't going to make a difference really. So
yeah, when I saw the team, I'm like, Dialga is kind of tough, and Ho-Oh is kind of tough. First game, Dialga and Ho-Oh. Not like I choose this battle specifically, so people be like, okay, how do you do it? No, this is the first matchup. How do you do versus Ho-Oh and Dialga in the back?
and with a very nice charge move timing.
Exactly.
2 mud shots in between each rock side, you can sort of get off.
Ideally, you want to throw like as an Excadrill versus Ho-Oh 2 or 7, but 4 is fine because it's incinerate and it's very risky to give them farm. Okay, that was a very good game. This is actually a good matchup for Dragonite, but Giratina doesn't care about anything. So our backline doesn't want to see the Giratina, and they want to see the They don't want to see the Dragonite for their backline. So I'm assuming it's a steal in the back.
Yeah. There's usually a Zacian or 2 steals behind it.
Okay, no respect for the Dragon Pulse. This is
I'm not sure. They might have only built up this 7. I didn't.
Yeah.
Closely.
By the way, I think you're the first one to run Metagross in Master League when Zacian became a thing. Like I'm someone who's a meta slave. If I see a Zacian, I look PvPoke, what's the best meta answer to Zacian, which is a Giratina or a Ho-Oh. But I think you're like the first one, and then Hedonus copied like some of your stuff. So yeah, you guys definitely need to check his stream.
maybe season 8 or
Yeah.
season 9 when it first came out. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely
Yeah, I
not
mean,
because he didn't have any options.
I had Reshiram. Reshiram was pretty good against that.
Yeah, Reshiram. Okay. Like the seventh best dragon.
It has play. It has more play than some of the other dragons, but it's definitely like not a clear counter to Zacian. So it's a neutral repeat does a lot of damage. Right, and then they have
they have a Dialga in the back.
Regardless, if it was Excadrill actually.
Yeah, technically their team cost them like 1500, and your team cost like grinding for 6 hours. Yeah, very well played right there. Yeah, I so far I'm actually impressed that actually Superpower Dragonite is very meta. It's like it does almost. Yeah, see, here is another Ho-Oh. Ho-Oh is most likely always in the lead.
Right, a lot of times, but recently I started running into a few in the back, and that becomes a lot more complicated, especially if it's
that's tough.
Yeah,
that's tough.
So they did 4 Incinerates. It could be a Sacred Fire bait, even if it is a Brave Bird, it's fine. I'm happy to take it. Okay.
Oh my god, do the damage.
And they switch to Dialga, so I just immediately punish it with my Excadrill, and then my goal here is to come out with a ton of energy so that I can that I can hit the Ho-Oh with a lot of Rock Slides, and one Drill Room doesn't KO, so I like to undercharge a little bit.
Yeah, I'm about to say, so if it doesn't KO, don't you need to undercharge, but like you already did that, so very well played again. Wow.
And so they're gonna get to a Draco Meteor no matter
They do
what.
get to a Draco on the 0. Especially, I think they need like 1 Dragon Breath to get to a Draco on the 0.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
And so I accept it, I shield.
1, 2, throw, perfect timing.
Throw, and then I have 1 Rock Slide already. In fact, I think I'm past 1 Rock Slide, so I can maybe get to a 3rd.
1, 2, throw. Okay, I don't think we get to the 3rd, but this is already good enough. Like Excadrill killed Dialga, grabbed 2 shields from. Okay, this is decent now. Okay, goodbye, trainer. Yo, very well played. Again, another $2,000 team that lost to 3 Pokemons that spawn in the wild. What? Fire Star. Dude, this guy always sniped me.
All 3 of these Pokemon I think are very effective in the meta, so
yeah,
this team comp makes a lot of sense for it. Dragonite leads are rather uncomfortable for me.
It is because this mirror is so bad because it's RNG for the one of them to faint. You know that, right? If you play the 0, if you keep Dragon Breathing, one will faint, one will live. Why? No one knows.
Right. it's just a coin flip.
Yeah, I liked what you did here.
Yeah.
I thought you tapped it.
No, I just was committing to saving my energy because I thought they were going to switch out and then bring in another answer. But they ended up just throwing both superpowers and just letting it go down. As it turned out in this battle, I think they were 2x weak to Metagross in the back, but I didn't pick up on that quickly enough. So
I mean, this is a budget team. You don't have all the options. So yes and no. Yes, if they are weak, it's like it is what it is.
Yeah.
Like
if I had shielded 1 superpower, my Metagross could have done a little bit more work.
Yeah, I think so. I I would have shielded. Like I'm someone who's not like keen to shield, so I would like just shield the first one because I feel like my shield is commitment, so I just get rid of them as soon as possible.
Right. It's a playstyle preference, right?
Yeah.
I generally like to hold on to my shields until I know for sure what I want to do in the end of the game, until I've solved everything.
I mean,
here
technically. Oh boy.
I miscounted. I only saw 4 Psycho Cuts, but they must have gotten 1 extra.
There is always the switch and hidden fast move where you don't see. Now you have to overfarm and hope that they don't shield.
Yeah, but then they do, and I'm out of shields, so...
Yeah, if they do, we lose.
Yeah. They do shield, they get rid of my Dragonite, and my Excadrill doesn't shield.
I don't think... Do we kill in 5 mod shots? Level 50 Master League is a bit tricky. Hopefully we get level 40 next season. Yeah, I don't think we kill in 5.
many
I think
friends.
Yeah, see,
Oh,
yeah,
no. Oh,
we needed
okay.
we needed
Yeah,
we needed
survived.
6 basically.
Yeah, it doesn't matter too much because this ice strike doesn't kill me, and I die to 1 close combat anyway, so it's not a huge deal. But the problem is that the Zacian will comfortably make it to
Good point.
a close combat. So yeah, a couple unfortunate things happened in this battle.
Yeah.
That I could have managed a little better, but
Excadrill doesn't win CMP Veticization, right?
depends on.
I mean, they are not gonna run
strategy.
14 attack. If you just assume everyone has 15 attack, which one wins CMP?
Yeah, Excadrill wins CMP at level 50, but if you best buddy the Zacian and the Excadrill is not best buddy, then I believe the Zacian wins.
Because I know like
CMP.
Zacian and Excadrill Garchomp around the same attack, but Garchomp has basically one attack higher than Excadrill. So that's why for 14 attack, Garchomp is not an option. I saw Tactical Thomas posting a video about the budget team, and he was basically running Dragonite, Steelix, Dragonite, Metagross, and Garchomp. But his Metagross was in the lead. Technically, Metagross Double Dragon. So that team was basically a top left if you see a Ho-Oh in the lead, and most of the Ho-Ohs are always in the lead. Like any debuff Pokemon loves to be in the lead. I think I prefer this version much more. Because the Dragonite is just very flexible in this current meta. Everyone has a Giratina, everyone has a Dialga, everyone has a Mewtwo. Dragonite doesn't get walled, technically.
Yeah, it really doesn't. It's just like Zacian or any of the fairies. And the predominant fairies are Zacian and occasionally Xerneas recently. So even against those, you can superpower and it's resisted. But in some endgame scenarios, it has proven to be useful. To hit with superpower. Yeah, so this matchup was nice. I had a good lead. Okay, a little uncomfortable. Xerneas into.
Yeah, Xerneas is like a budgetization. I mean, it's not budget because it's also very expensive, but it's not as good, as solid.
Right. It's a little slower getting to its charge moves because of Tackle. Tackle having slower energy gain than either of Zacian's fast moves, whether it's Snarl or Quick Attack.
Or Quick Attack, yeah.
You'll see some of them.
It's a bit bulkier, I think. So, I mean, it's good that you can have both of them at the same team. So that's like the biggest advantage.
Right.
Jenny's budget. It's like a bad. It's not a budget. That's the thing. I'm like, this is a budget. I'm like, no, you need a hundo and level 50. It's legendary, so it's not a budget. So it's kind of a second option. You know, if you don't have a Zacian, you can run Xerneas. But is it as good? No, it's not as good.
Oh boy. So it does still beat Excadrill in short of the 2-shield. I think in the 2-shield, Excadrill does win.
I think this is better for you now. Because you can.
This is fine.
Their swap was kind of.
They were so debuffed, so they had to. Like if they didn't switch out, then I was going to potentially just farm them all the way down, or I would farm up to 2 charge moves.
Yes, with them switching is slightly better for you because you Dragon Claw here and then you superpower the back and the game is GG. Yeah, very well played and like nice patience, like nice. Swaps if you always kind of swapping the correct Pokemon like within like less than half a second. Very well played.
One note about that team: if they safe swap to
okay, Blaine incoming Dragonite Snorlax.
Blaine always kills me in the GBL, but this time I have a favorable alignment against him.
Here comes his freaking Shadow Hundo Snorlax.
Yeah, very cool Pokemon to have. He tries to CMP tie me with a Body Slam on my superpower.
Yeah.
I try to watch out for that, so I just overfarm past, and then I build up extra so that I can have almost a charge moves before I switch out, and then I throw my superpower. Preparing to go into my Excadrill, but I think he might no shield here.
Yeah,
no shield.
I mean, he can't like he can't win the same shield, so he has to call Dragon Claw. That's very well played by you as well. So, they swapped in Zacian. We have a Metagross, which is like probably like the best answer to Zacian.
Yes, but the difference is that his switch clock just comes up now, and I'm still switch locked because I stayed in the lead.
Hopefully you get to 2. I think you do.
Yeah, I certainly do.
Yeah,
So
and
he's gonna have to at least take one or double shield.
yeah, the problem with Metagross is that Meteor Mash is kinda below average fast move, but Bullet Punch is below average fast move, but Meteor Mash is one of the best charge moves in the game. And being a steel type as well make it even better. So nothing appreciate 2 Meteor Mashes, even a Giratina, which is one of the bulkiest Pokemons in the Master League meta.
Exactly.
Yeah, I like insta throwing here. Like, since he's down a shield, you're forcing him to react. So either respect or let it go.
And he lets it go, which is, I think, nicer for me, because now I'm... Oh, he doesn't even play it out. I guess he probably knew the line, but...
Okay, Home Slice Henry. Incoming, Solgaleo. Okay. Yeah, we probably watched this battle on YouTube. Yeah, he's running a level 40 Solgaleo.
Right.
And
which Dragonite does fairly well against. It's Solgaleo has Metagross.
Solgaleo is a legendary version of Metagross with Fire Fang, and the only Pokemon in the entire Master League meta that reliably beat Dialga and Zacian together. It's literally the only Pokemon, and we only get one Pokemon, so make sure to evolve it. Don't evolve to the lunar Pokemon, because that Loon version of the Pokemon is just a bad version of Mewtwo. But Solgaleo is unique and a straight upgrade to Metagross. Yeah, we gave you an idea for a team you can run in the future.
So, yeah, true. Funny thing, I kept having it in my mind that this thing had Fire Fang as a fast move, but it's actually Fire Spin. So I threw with bad timing the first time. Or suboptimal, but once I realized I fixed it.
Yeah, it's actually an amazing Pokemon. Like
it's really good.
I saw like he got to 3500 with a level 40, and it's 10 attack, so we don't get to complain. Like it's 10, 12, I think his is 10, 12, 15. Okay, now it's a Dragonite in the back.
Yeah, and since we both have one shield, we just Dragon Breath each other down.
Yeah, Dragon Breath, you don't need to throw. Yeah, GG, Home Slice Henry. Sorry, my teammate clapped you, Home Henry. Take that, Henry. Yeah, guys, don't be salty. Henry is a friend of the channel, and we like his content.
He's also guest casting GBLA this week, which is interesting.
Yeah, that's nice. Henry is a very pog caster. Okay, moving to the next one.
This is...
What's this? Okay, Excadrill. You're gonna tank a move?
Take the first. Yeah, very comfortably I survive, but it's very uncomfortable because I do want to save my Dragonite for the Giratina. But what I can do is get shield advantage with the superpower, and then switch to my own Excadrill.
I like this.
Which can still put in a lot of work against the opposing Giratina. But they no shield.
So now you have to get out to your Excadrill?
Yeah, well, depending on what they bring in. I actually do end up going to my Excadrill regardless.
Throwing on 6 because you swapped in, actually best timing. When you swap in, it costs a turn, so you don't throw at 1.7, you do 3, 6, 9.
Yeah, I still need to practice that because I sometimes mess it up, but
it's weird because if you don't get the 1 turn, you end up giving them 3 turns fast for free. So
yeah.
So I don't know if that was intended, but yeah, like when you throw in 6, that was like the perfect time to throw.
Oh, this is an interesting thing. I remember this battle. Instead of coming in with Metagross, I'm pretty sure I come back in with the Dragonite, expecting them to swap in because they were debuffed. And then my Dragonite ends up lined up on this Giratina anyway. I threw with bad timing there by accident. That was not planned.
Bad timing? You mean like you just gave them a Shadow Claw that's not gonna farm you down? Yeah. Oh boy. But it might actually matter. Is it?
I should get both shields.
Yep, and then the Meteor Mash, but you're gonna be low. Like we don't want to get close combat.
Right.
Oh boy, now he's gonna go straight Ominous Wound.
Yeah, so this battle definitely got a little bit uncomfortable. He actually goes straight for Shadow Ball, which was very nice for me.
Yeah, that's like what you're wishing. Like they should be just going straight Ominous Wound, but we take it.
Yeah, and if I can kill it before I get into close combat range, then I'm still in an okay spot.
Yeah, they need 2 here at this point. Like 2-1 plus Snarl doesn't do enough.
Right. Yeah, so the guillotine is dead, and then
Dude, I hate bullet punch. Look at the damage. That's not super effective damage, dude.
they just got to the close combat here, or wild charge. Neither's going to kill me. They're the same power. And then I think I have my meteor mash, so I just throw it, and it's enough to KO. Yeah, basically,
Well
with
played.
this team and with any team in Master League, you just want to make sure that your energy is always being used efficiently.
Yeah, because like so far I'm like, this is actually the best way to use it. Like the Ho-Oh matchup is probably like the most matchup to pay attention to, because it's like Ho-Oh kind of destroy the entire team. Yes,
Right.
Dragonite is a core beats it, but it's actually not fun to play as a Dragonite versus Ho-Oh. They swapped in the
Yeah, it's not the most fun.
The
Yeah,
bear?
they safe swapped Ursaluna. This is Joao Victor, who I think was like number 1 or number 2.
I saw this guy on
multiple
an
weeks.
Adequan's YouTube, I think. So this is a nice catch. Like this is like ideally like the best play you do. You land a superpower, you catch the Thunder Punch, you farm all the way down. That's like
Exactly.
the best, like literally the best scenario that could happen. Well, very very well played. So now we can get to a
Right.
Meteor
Still
Mash and
uncomfortable.
EQ if they decide to farm us down.
Right. I think he might shield this here, which might make my life a little uncomfortable.
I think I would shield this, because technically
he
if you
did.
no shield, there is no health, right?
Right. I think I still make it
You do.
quick, which is very nice.
So
And then he's now at 10 waterfalls, which is enough for a blizzard. So I do have to be mindful of that.
okay. Now he's gonna go straight surf. What are we gonna call it?
No, I'll respect the possibility. I'm pretty sure in this battle.
Yeah, my chat would be like, call it or coward.
I'm all for calling the baits if it comes down to it, but there's, since I have no knowledge about what's in the back, it makes sense to play it safe and then just respect the possibility. He does bait me with surf, so I know that he has a surf stored in the back.
Yeah.
So what I need to make sure that I do is just land a drill run here.
Land drill run, no shield, farm down the Dragonite.
Yeah.
And fully charge. I know he said don't like try to undercharge. That's versus the Ho-Oh. If they have a Ho-Oh, you undercharge, you hit great, and then you farm all the way down after. But if they have a Kyogre, no, you don't even shield here. Because the Dragonite is the Pokemon that's gonna win the game, basically.
Exactly, yeah. I'm okay letting this go down. I only lose it if I like shield and then they farm me down and then I get blizzarded. So yeah, and he knows it. So it's GG.
Okay, Dragonite into Dragonite. Yeah, Dragonite's like very
Dragonite,
popular, like up there at high elo.
Yeah, it's getting
Oh
very
boy,
popular.
it's a
This is
Dragon Tail. This is
throw with good timing.
This is very awkward for you. This is actually good for him, because you have to time it perfectly, otherwise he's gonna get to 2 before you.
Exactly, but then he tries to catch, which is the play that I like to go for
Yeah.
a lot of the time.
Yeah, nice patience there.
So that gives me the alignment that I want. And he's only at a Dragon Claw, so if I come out with a move here, then I don't have to worry. Like, I can even throw with good timing, and it's fine, because he's 1 Dragon Tail short of a superpower. So I can just I come out with the Rock Slide, I do 1 shot and then throw to put on maximum pressure. On this
Yeah, now,
Dragonite.
yeah, nice keeping up with the energy, because they swapped with the Dragon Claw, so technically you can easily do 1 then throw, and if you decide to no shield, and he still has the superpower to take this thing down, take this thing away,
Yeah.
which is good for you, the Dragonite.
Right.
Or for
And
Metagross.
I suspect it's Excadrill in the back, like if it's like the mirror team.
Yeah, that's I'm
So
like
I
that.
save my shield.
Yeah, I like this. I'm like, this is actually
then
better for the Metagross more than better for the Dragonite.
Right. Exactly. Especially because they were already debuffed.
Yes.
It ends up being a Mewtwo, not an Excadrill, which I think is better for me.
Yeah, okay. One question. In level 40, if a Mewtwo land the Shadow Ball, they Psycho Cut down. Can they do that in level 50?
At level 50, I think they can in the 2 shield scenario, but in the 1s, which is the scenario that we have because we put the 1 shield apiece, Metagross should comfortably survive the Shadow Ball.
Plus
But,
the Psycho.
I took a couple of Dragon Tails from the Dragonite first, so that may have made the difference for the Shadow Ball to KO me. Like I'm roughly in Shadow Ball range here, so.
And that was a very well played game, sir.
Yeah.
Wow.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't want to use Metagross because it loses the Shadow Ball immunity. And now you just told me like it actually doesn't lose the one anymore because of the extra bulk you get from being level 50.
Exactly,
I'm assuming the Psycho Cut does like just 1 damage. Okay.
I'm not sure. I think it does 1 damage. Yeah.
This is awkward.
Yeah, this is awkward. Yeah. So for me, I think it's okay because I just see easy shield advantage, right? I just immediately go for superpower. I get my shield advantage, then I switch to Excadrill.
I actually don't shield as in Dialga.
That also is fine too, because
yeah, this is what I would do.
Does. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Okay. Yeah. So because they no shielded, I switched to Metagross so that I don't have to shield in return. Because
this is actually better for you now because I'm assuming they will have a Kyogre in the back, and you're gonna win the one here. So technically, your Dragonite is gonna be safe. Okay, that's bad that they didn't shield.
Well,
no.
I read it as the fact that they're no shielding tells me that they might not have Shadow Ball, so like they deemed that it was not worth it to shield.
I'm like,
it may have been flawed logic, but they ended up throwing an ice.
Yeah,
at me, so.
I'm like, if they no shield, they might have a Kyogre, which they usually do for the steal, but I guess Giratina is the best anti-steal here.
Right.
Which also make a Dragonite the safest option to save. So you saved your health on your Dragonite. And your Dragonite is going to be able to finish this game, so very well played again.
Yeah.
Like I usually like I'm the opposite side, like the meta slave person. So I run the Dialga, and whenever like they lead a Dragonite and I shield, I lose the game. So I decided to just play the 0.
Yeah.
And let my second Pokemon be the Dragonite. I think they were hoping that you were gonna catch, so they were patient a bit.
Yeah, that was a smart play by them. I can take the Shadow Ball no problem, and I'm not really planning on using my Excadrill to win this game.
Yeah. So we soak up all the energy, now they have 0 energy basically.
Yeah, exactly. Their Dialga is very low. I even have a, what's it called? I have a Drill Run stored on my Excadrill because the Omniswim didn't kill me. That was just a bonus. I don't think I ended up needing it to win this game. Because I can shield this Iron Head. That's what I was saving one of my shields for. And then they might get to a move here, but they don't, I don't think, because I get to my Dragon Claw. It doesn't quite KO, but then I can Dragon Breath down afterward. Yep.
And we still have a shield. Again, another $2,000 team, but is a team you can catch in the wild. Very well played, PokemanGo. And by the way, you can catch up his stream at twitch.tv/ThePokemanGo. It's in purple right below the stream, and I will leave his stream in the description, so make sure to give him a follow. Okay, wait, did they swap this, or this was the lead?
The lead was Giratina Origin, good lead, but then they safe swapped Melmetal. I should have responded a little quicker, but once I took too long to switch, I decided to swap to throw a superpower before I switched into
I honestly, like, if I'm playing faction, like watching Ed playing faction, I don't like going to Excadrill right away in the Melmetal. I would rather do what you did, throw the superpower, and then go Melmetal after, because his energy is going to be useless. Like, he's going to need, like, 3 do not KO.
Exactly, yeah. I think I avoid taking the third one regardless, so that I can do some extra damage with my Metagross, but they do get a farm down. I think I could have taken the superpower, like you said, and just come out with 2 Meteor Mashes. So that
I mean, we're still gonna get to a move here.
Small mistake. Yeah. I knew that I would still get to a move, but perhaps I could have gotten to 2 moves if I just took the superpower and farmed down. I was worried that they would get me too low. And like maybe I would die to 1 Shadow Claw in between the 2 Meteor Ashes, but so this is fine. I think
no respect for the Dragon Pulse. This is a budget team.
Even if it is, I should survive. So
yeah, this is a budget team. When you play a budget team, you have to wish for the best case scenario. Okay, so you don't wish for like them having Dragon Pulse. This is here. You don't care that much about the timing because you just win regardless with good timing or bad timing.
It's very close. I was actually really worried when I was playing this game because If I had swapped slowly, like they can charm me down very low, and then potentially they can snipe me with their Giratina.
Because you need 4 moves if they have 2 shields.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so it gets kind of close.
Yeah, that's like...
So I needed to make sure that I throw my Rock Slide into this. Like, once their Surge Clock comes up, I need to make sure I throw correctly. So I already got 3 of them off, so I just need 1 more. Yeah, so yeah, this is uncomfortably close. So, yeah, they throw this Ancient Power just to get to their switch timer. I think they were 1 short. Like, I had counted 14 charms. Yeah, and they were mid-charm, so I made sure to just throw my Rock Slide, and it ended up being okay. But if they had maybe paused, like, intentionally to wait for their switch timer, they could maybe have switched to their Giratina, and I would have had to be very careful about that.
Giratina, Togekiss, and Melmetal. That's kind of like a different version with the team, with like different budget stuff, but I do call Giratina Origin as a budget team Pokemon, because in level 40 you don't need a specific IV, but in level 50 you actually need a good IV. Either Hundo or 15, 14, 15. 15, 15, 14 is not good enough for the Giratina Origin. And thank you so much, PokemanGo, for showing your battles and showing us how to get to 3600 with budget stuff, not even top 10 PV poke, which my chat are like only familiar with. Like, everyone here in chat just watch me for like an easy team they can climb with, but you showed us how to climb with difficult teams to high MMR though.
It's my
and that makes you like the highest elo streamer, I guess. Yo, Henry, where you at? Henry, you here? Is Henry here? I tanked. Yo, doesn't matter. What was your all seasons high? Peaked at, okay, you need 7 more elo, so you can be like the highest elo streamer. So yeah, thank you so much, PokemanGo. Again, I will be leaving his Twitter, his Twitch in the description below, and you can check him at twitch.tv/PokemanGo. Is there anything you need to add? Anything I didn't mention you want to mention?
Nothing too much. Just it was fun. Thank you so much for having me on, and hope everybody enjoyed the showcase of a fairly accessible team to get your hands on. Yeah, that's it.
Thank you so much. And everyone, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and check PokemanGo on his social medias, the ones you're around. Yeah, that's the end of the video. See you in the next one.